Hello, and how are you? I am Katherine Oster, and this is an episode of the KrAzY Show. I have no idea what episode it is. I think it's maybe number 8. I'm going to guess at number 8. And I am so thrilled to be talking to you from my most favorite place, one of my most favorite places in the world, my backyard. Check it out. The view, it's kind of funny, but there we go. You can see there's a river back there, lots of trees and nature, and I love it. And it is also my favorite season right now. It's fall. So it's cooled off a little bit. The bugs aren't nearly as bad. The flies and the mosquitoes are pretty done now. And the air has a crisp spark to it, which I really love. And the trees are starting to change color. And we grain farm. So we are also just awaiting to get out in the field and get our crops harvested. And it is a little bit windy out here. So I do apologize if you can hear the breeze in the microphone. But yeah, so I want to talk to you today about access bars, one of the craziest things in the world. And so I am a certified facilitator with access consciousness I'm a certified facilitator. So what does that mean? Well, that means that I share the tools of access consciousness. I can facilitate people to change things in their life using the tools of access consciousness. And usually in the KrAzY Show, I'm talking about one of the tools. So if you're wondering what they are, you can check out my past episodes. I have a YouTube channel. Is it Katherine Oster? I think if you Google that, it might show up. And there'll also be a link with this video. And I also have a Facebook group called Tool of the Week and so much more with Katherine Oster, where I share tools regularly. Now, it's not weekly. It's usually about 10 days, actually, like whenever the energy is really there to post another tool. So you can go through there and you can get so much information online, and tools are so simple. You just have to do 5 cartwheels and lay naked under the full moon out in the open. Just kidding. It's so not that. It's actually just asking questions. Asking questions and asking questions. It's really asking questions. Like, what else is possible? That's a question. One of the questions that we ask, how does it get any better than this? That's a question. Those are tools, and you can use them to change anything and everything. So today I want to talk to you about access bars, because Access Consciousness is doing a promotion with the World Suicide Awareness Month, and there's lots of events going on with access bars, and lots of facilitators bars practitioners are offering complimentary sessions to anybody who would like to try bars that has never tried it before. So I wanted to talk to you about the bars. So it is 32 points on your head. There's 32 points on your head that when they're lightly touched, and I'm just kind of touching a few bars points, aging toaster, that when they are lightly touched and energy is pulled through them, it can just create a release, an energetic release. It's like defragging your brain, relaxing your brain, going beyond or stepping out of your anxiety. All of that describes what a bar session can do. You can sleep better after you have your bars ran. It can help change stuff with your body and your health. You can start to receive more money. I mean, that's an awesome side effect or byproduct of getting your bars ran. And what do? Well, you lay down on a massage table or in a gravity chair, or I often use a recliner chair. You lay there for 60 to 90 minutes. Well, somebody touches different points on your head, and it is the most relaxing. Now, I shouldn't say that because it's not relaxing for everybody. I did have a lady who actually had a lot of different emotions come up, and every time I switched to bars point, she felt like she had some anxiety come up on one, and she had some uncomfortable, like she just couldn't sit still on another one. But it all changed it, and it doesn't matter what caused her to feel that way. The bars is magic beyond magic, and it allows you to release and let go of any limitations, any judgments you have about yourself or what you desire that's keeping you from changing and having anything in your life that you want to change or have. And every bar session is different. That's why it's kind of hard to describe. I mean, generally bars is just amazing, but even when I'm receiving a bar session with the same person, it's different than the last time I had my bars ran by them, because we change all the time. And sometimes I fall asleep when I receive bars, and I'll actually wake myself up snoring. It's like all of a sudden I'm just knocked out. Like, and then, and sometimes I'll be super energized like I am right now. And I'm talking with the person who's running my bars about what's going on and what I want to create and all of that. And it's funny because different bars points are associated with a different stuff in your life. Like there's one for body, there's one for money, there's one for creativity, there's one for control. And sometimes when you start running, you move to a new point, the person it might trigger them to talk about something that's going on in their life. And that's cool because then they're talking about it. The bars is releasing whatever was stuck. And yeah. And it's so funny. Another person who I ran a bar session on for the first time, they were like, "What's wrong? I can't stop smiling." They were like, it's like, I can't stop smiling. Like I'm not smiling for any reason, and I can't even stop smiling. It was so funny. And I'm like, that's awesome. For me, so I received my first bar session in, I think it was November of 2013. So almost 5 years ago was the very first time I had my bars ran. And how did I find it? Well, I received a medium reading from Glenise Hughes, and she's also a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness. But back then she was doing medium readings, and that's what I initially went to her for in March of 2013. And then I think I did another medium reading with her in the summer. And then I was always drawn to her website, and I was always on her session page, and Access bars always caught my eye, like always. And that was the first place that I'd ever seen it. I had never heard of it anywhere else. And I kept going back there. And I had contacted her about booking a bar session. And I remember I asked, because it's like, I don't know, she didn't live that far from me. But I guess I wasn't willing to have the session yet. So I was like, can we do it by distance? You know, can you run it like, just like you do medium readings by distance? Can you run my bars by distance? And she said, no, like it's, especially for your first time, it's way more dynamic to receive a bar session in person. And so I don't know, I think I canceled 1 or 2 sessions after I had booked them. And then finally in November, I was like, no, I'm going. That's it. I'm going. So I showed up at her place for a bar session, and I had no idea what to expect. Like, I knew because I did a lot of research about it, and I knew about the 32 points. I knew what they were called. I knew it was energy, but I really had no idea what it was going to be like. And so I remember laying on her massage table, and I remember just feeling, I guess now I can say that I was perceiving the energy moving, but at the time I didn't know. Like I felt really floaty, and like felt like I wasn't even on the table. Like it was so cool. And I could actually see energy swirling like on her ceiling. She had a ceiling tile ceiling. I could actually see energy swirling up there. And I remember telling her that, and we talked about a few different things that came up. And oh yeah, and she asked me when we started my session if I could change anything with this session, what would it be? If I could change or have anything with this session, what would it be? And I was like, nobody asked me that question before. Like, I can have anything. And so I thought for a minute, and I'm like, time. Like, I knew that I was going to be doing more riding lessons as a like coaching, and I was having a really hard time being on time for my lessons or when I had to schedule something. It was like, for me, no matter how early I tried to get ready or started to get ready, I was always 10 minutes late. And I felt like I couldn't change that. And so I asked for that. That's what I asked for. And so she asked me some questions about it, and we cleared some points of view that I had about it. And then she ran my bars. And then we talked about a whole bunch of other things, and I saw the energy, and it was so cool. And then I remember telling her, I'm not crying, but I have tears. Just like tears are just kind of running out of my eyes. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing. I've never had just tears and I'm not laughing and I'm not crying. And she was just like, oh, interesting. Like, that's cool. And what I'm aware of now is like my body was super grateful for the energetic release, actually, like, because it was just so grateful for the energetic release. And that's what a bar session is. And it's like I let go of so much. Like, I had no idea I was carrying around so much and holding on to so much. And I was just able to let it all go. And I had never felt so light and so much space and so happy in my life as when I first had my bar session. And now every time I have a bar session, it just gets me back on track again. So it was like 3 weeks or a month later, I kind of forgot about that I had asked about the time thing. Like, that totally just slipped my mind. I wasn't even thinking about it. And then I remember I was getting ready to go to riding lessons, and I was early. I noticed that I was early, and I didn't even try to be early. And I was so excited, and I was like, oh, that's what I asked for. And it changed. Like, I didn't try. There was no force and effort. I just noticed it changed. And I'm like, wow, like, if this could change. And then, like, what could I have? Sorry, I've kind of jumped tracks a lot, because there's so much that I want to share with you. So yes, access bars is one of the freaking craziest things in the world. It makes no sense at all. You just lay there for 60 to 90 minutes and receive an amazing, relaxing bar session with somebody touching your head, and everything is possible and anything can change. And yeah. So I am offering, if you're watching this video before Sunday, September 9th and Monday, September 10th, I'm offering experience access bars with Katherine, complimentary sessions on Sunday, August 9th, probably in the afternoon, and Monday, maybe from like 10 till 4 or something. We'll see what there is for demand. So you can contact me. There'll be contact information with this video, and I would love to offer you a complimentary bar session. So what else is possible for you? And yeah. And I'll also include a link somewhere with this video. You can find more information about the bars if you like. And yeah, the only thing will be, because we're grain farmers, if this weather holds up, we might be in the field. And if that's the case, please know that I will still offer your complimentary session. We'll just reschedule it to another day. But yes. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for you. Thank you. And have an awesome rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world. And yes, what else is possible beyond what we could ever imagine. So bye-bye for now. And if you're in the area, I would love to see you for a complimentary bar session. And if you're not in the area, again, there'll be a link with this video. There's people offering stuff all over the world. So you can check out that link and see what's around your area. Okay, bye-bye.